Yeah, it's recording now.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you can just choose to record and
Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm just missing a couple more people that are in the waiting room, and
Yeah.
yeah, nice. I'll just share the PowerPoint, and we'll probably wait a couple more minutes just to see
Sure.
if anyone else comes in.
Yes.
Can you guys both see that? Nice.
Yeah, we can see that.
I think we might have one more person joining in a bit. Okay, I think we'll start now. If more people come in, then I'll sort of just let them filter through. So I wanted to obviously talk about Noshi and like what it's all about. And I just wanted to sort of pose this question to start with. So what do you guys think negative body image is? Why is it important? And what are the things that you like sort of commonly associate with it? If you can't or don't want to speak, then feel free to type it in the chat.
I guess I can start. I would say like negative body images is probably like when you yourself just have like a bad relationship to your body. Like if you like wake up, look in the mirror and think like, I'm not pretty, I look ugly, I'm fat, or just like all these like negative associations that you have with your body, even though they're probably not even true at all. And I think it's really important because it can lead to like actual problems in like your life, like anorexia or bulimia or all of that stuff that just happens because of like, yeah, because of your negative body image, or that you like might not want to go out with friends to eat something because you're like, oh, I'm so fat, I don't want to eat anymore and stuff like that. So that's why I think it's important.
Thank you so much for sharing. In the chat, we've got Marina. She said, when you're sometimes love it and sometimes you don't like it. and when your mood and your self-evaluation depend too much on it, yes, definitely, like that sort of self-evaluation and self-thought is definitely really key with it. And also we have, I feel like it's more insecurities. Yeah, definitely. Just see, my Wi-Fi is horrendous here, so I'm trying to get it working, but we might have to come out of the PowerPoint for a bit. My mouse isn't even working now. Here we go again. Bear with me just a second. Sorry about this. Oop. There we go. Okay. So what do you guys think are the main causes of negative body image? What do you think influences it?
I think it's definitely like the media, but also other people. I think in the media, it's like you see advertisements and you only see like these perfect people in the advertisements. Like if it's women, they're like skinny, they have long hair, like there's just no diversity at all. And I think that like puts a certain pressure on us. But then I also think it can come like from the people surrounding us, just like, I don't know, parents telling you don't dress up like this, do that, why would you, like, I don't know, get a tattoo even though you probably like it, but they would be like, why that, or oh, you got kind of fat or whatever. And yeah, I think it like links back to history, like at least for women I think it probably does, just like when like their main goal was to just like find a husband that like can pay for them and everything. And if that's like their main goal and the thing that they need for it is like a good buddy from like society's point of view, then that puts like an immense pressure on them. And then like parents that probably grew up with like this idea want like the same for their children, because they're like, oh no, if they're not pretty, they're like nobody will ever want to marry them, and then they will have like economical problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. In the chat, we've got stereotypes and discrimination. They don't allow us to be able to love ourselves and just how we are. Definitely, yes. And also like how you were mentioning with media, like I feel like that's massive, especially all the different social media platforms. Like Instagram is like a key one, isn't it? It's all pictures as well, which doesn't really help. Has anyone else got anything in the chat? Oh, actually, I've seen it now. So when people are judging and yeah, animated movies, that's a good point. I saw something recently, I don't know if you guys have on, it was Twitter, I think, where they're talking about how all of the Disney princess characters all have like a specific body type. And so they're all skinny and like very curvy and with a very unrealistic body type as well, though. So that's definitely important. Thank you very much for sharing. So this is what I created Noshi for, basically. I've kind of seen it a lot, like where I grew up. I'm from the UK and obviously influenced by mass media heavily. I see it all the time with basically, a lot of the time it's women, but it was also men, people being sort of discriminated against for the way that they look, and also just made to feel unwelcome in society because they don't have what's seen as the perfect body. And so that's kind of why I wanted to create it. Specifically, Noshi sort of targets toxic diet culture. And you see a lot of that obviously on Instagram, you know, people telling you to eat 800 calories a day, which is not healthy at all. And I have a passion for food and cooking. And so I thought, like, if I can channel that into a business, then that would be amazing. So our mission statement is encouraging people to nourish their bodies in a world that tells them not to. And much like sort of I was saying just then, like this is what Noshi is all about. So I've just got someone trying to enter the waiting room. There we go. And so, yeah, I wanted to sort of create like a set of recipes and a set of blogs, which just allows people to nourish their bodies and not sort of succumb to toxic diet culture, if that makes sense. I don't want people to be eating nothing in a day or made to feel like they should eat nothing because they deserve to eat, basically. You know, it's silly seeing people do it and it makes me quite sad. Ooh, There we go. So one of the main reasons why I really wanted to get you guys on a call today is because I want to sort of discuss like the future of Noshi. I think you're the perfect people to discuss that with, and I'd love to get your thoughts on a couple of things. So at the moment, as it says on the screen, like I've mainly been focusing on sort of just creating a ton of recipes, and I'll be focusing on blogs very soon, but so far it's just been like pure recipes. And thank you very much to one of you, I can't remember who it was, but you've already sent your recipe through for the challenge and it looks amazing. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else's challenges at the end of the 10 days. And so yeah, at the moment, mainly focusing on recipes. However, I am sort of looking at different streams of revenue and I wanted to kind of get your opinion on it. So I have a couple of ideas, sorry. And the main thing that I was thinking about was something potentially like ebooks. So sort of an online platform that you can go onto and access sort of exclusive recipes or groups of recipes. So there'd be one ebook maybe designated to just like pancake recipes, and then there could be like a Christmas theme one, spring, summer and stuff. So I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on that and whether or not you think that's a good idea, or if you have, of course, any other ideas for how I could generate revenue, then that would be amazing. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I think ebooks definitely are like a really good idea. The only problem with it kind of is that there are like so many like recipe books out there. I feel like it's just like so much already exists. So I feel like it would be kind of hard to sell, and like it's more important to find like, I don't know, like something where not so many people are like creating stuff, like kind of like your own niche where you like it's only you. So maybe like if you write like, I don't know, like a cookbook and you like include like a lot of text about like your own body image and like negative body image and how it has been influenced and like the history and just like more of that, I think that would make it like way more unique and would it like separated from the rest. So I think maybe just like think about involving some of that. And I think for now that's kind of like the best thing you can do, because like for example, like I don't know, making people like pay a subscription fee or something for your website, I think it's counterproductive, because like you want to help people and you don't want them to like be paying you. So yeah, I think the ebooks are a good idea.
Thank you. It's interesting you picked up on the subscription thing, because initially I was thinking like, oh, sort of I could do a subscription. And then I was thinking, actually, you know, the whole point of this is to help people and make it accessible. And sort of the revenue streams would be extra things on top, because I want the recipes and the blogs to stay there as standard. I want everyone to be able to access them.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I mean, like the only thing, if you like want the subscription or something like that, is like you could make like, I don't know, like you post a blog per week and like that is like what everybody gets and they don't have to pay for it. And then if you like a second blog per week and or like an extra recipe per week with like a subscription fee, just like, you know, like the basic free option or like the little bit extra option, like you could do something like that, I guess.
yeah. Just checking that there's no one else. I feel like there's someone in the waiting room. She might be in here now. I'm not sure. My mouse stopped working, but I've taken it off screenshot and I think it's working now. Thank you. I've just got another message in the chat. Noshi, you could probably allow others to podcast and become accessible to sharing their ingredients and recipes, like it becomes an open business allowing ideas. Yes, definitely. This is like one thing where I wanted to experiment with you guys as stakeholders. And so I put out a thing on the chat, like if any of you did want to create recipes or anything and get them posted on the site, then that would be amazing. Same as blogs and things. Marina's just messaged, or challenges, creating a plan menu for 2 weeks and then make the people send you pictures of themselves and the food. Yes, definitely. And then sort of like blog style ideas. Does anyone else have any sort of input? I think there's still someone in the waiting room. I'll just quickly check on WhatsApp. Oh yeah, she's messaged me. Please let me in. Whoops. There we go. Hopefully it'll come up again now. I'll just wait for her, see if she'll. Okay. Have you guys like had a chance to sort of look around the website yet? What did you think of that? Was it like accessible? Did it feel fresh? Stuff like that.
Yeah, I looked at the website, like not really in detail. I just like accessed it and kind of looked over it. But so far, like to me, it seems really good. Like I'm happy that I joined this group because I feel like you're organizing it all pretty good, and it's not because I was scared of like joining a group and it's gonna be a mess. And I feel like the website, like it looks clean, it looks nice, like you got an overview over everything. So I feel like the website's really good.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, literally, I've joined stakeholder groups before and like I didn't know what was going on. So I said, right, I've got to plan this down, you know, we've got to get this done. Marina said, what does noshi stand for? Okay, so nosh in English just means food, but when you add the I onto the end of it, it means beautifully crafted in Japanese. And so that's something that I wanted to sort of channel through noshi as well. I speak Mandarin myself, and so I sort of have similar kind of links to Japanese in a way. So it's interesting for me to find the origins of that as well. But yeah, that's sort of just one I want to portray through noshi. So I hope that answers your question. I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation. Is it Avicii? Is that okay? What did you think of the website? If you can't talk, do you want to type in the chat?
No, I was just gonna write it down, but like I can talk. The website kind of looked like really nice to look at. It was like cheerful to look at. So, it's probably nice because then you would like, the person who looks at it will be like, okay, yeah, I want to try this recipe. And like I myself, I was like looking at these recipes and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try these once I'm like, I'm gonna try these. Like it was so good to look at, and like the layout was amazing. I loved it. I loved like the website because out of all the websites I've seen till now, because many, this was like, I guess I'll say it was a well built website, and it was like it had everything. It wasn't like incomplete or anything. It was good.
Thank you. I got another thing in the chat. Maybe you can make the website like Instagram so people can have a better overview of the recipes. Yes, this is another thing that I have a little list that I'm working through of things to discuss with you guys. And one of them is the Instagram. So obviously there's like a massive market out there, especially on, you've got like food TikTok now. That's a massive thing that's coming up. And obviously Instagram as well is huge with food now, and that's something that I would like to launch. So if you guys think of anything now or anything sort of later in the week that you'd like to tell me about sort of what to post on Instagram, then that would be really useful. Like, do you mainly want to see pictures of the recipes or like extracts from blogs, links to useful websites and things like that? So that would be really useful if you could let me know.
Yeah, I think like a mix probably would be the best. I think like pictures of like the food with maybe like the recipe like down below as like the caption would be really good. But then I think only that would not be that nice, because like what you also want to talk about is body image. So I think extracts from blogs also are a good thing. And maybe also like kind of like testimonials, like have like somebody from the group just like say something about how they maybe struggled with their own body image, or just like something like an inspirational quote from the internet or whatever. Just have like a short quote there on like, I don't know, like a white background, whatever, and just have that to like catch people's attention maybe.
I love that idea. Thank you so much. That's definitely
Sure.
on my list now. If any of you guys, like after sort of using the Noshi website for a while, or if you have any experiences yourself that you'd like to share and would like to get in touch, feel free to message me privately, and we'll look into sort of what we can do with that. My main goals now are definitely sort of to try and build up the social media a bit, so get sort of a little following going. Hopefully as well at the expo, I'll be able to start things going. I think the expo was going to be, it's in a couple of weeks from now. I'll just check on my phone. It's the 18th, so 18th of April. So if you did like want to come along and vote for me to win, then that would be nice. So yeah, feel free to come along. Oh, thank you, Marina. She says that's a great choice of name. Thank you. I've noted down all of these ideas and I'll shift through them and sort of see what we can make work and things like that. Sorry, my brother is at the fridge trying to fill up his ice in his cup and it makes a very loud noise. So that's what that was. You done? Sorry, he's very loud. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to speak about today. I know a couple of you guys sort of missed the start of the live, so I'll send around the PowerPoint. I'm also thinking now, but potentially tomorrow or whenever you're free really to send through some things, I want to try like a word association kind of thing. So with the question that we were discussing at the beginning, so what do you think is the main cause of body image? What I'd really like to do is create like a word cloud with all of your responses and then sort of be able to incorporate that into a blog. So, you know, you see the word cloud at the top and then I can write lots of different things down below about it. And that would eventually be a blog to post on the site. So I will send the PowerPoint through into the group chat now. And if you guys just want to like comment underneath on the main group chat, or if you want, send me a message privately with like any answers that you've got, then that would be great. And I'll put that together. And I will eventually send you the link as well when it's on the website and stuff. So yeah, thank you very much guys for all being here today. Sorry it took a while to get it started with the PowerPoint and everything. Cool.